When using the Snap Creator plugin for Lotus Domino, single file restore is available in SAN environments using a combination of tools. In NFS environments, you can do single file restores directly through the command line or the GUI. With block-based protocols, if we try to do the same operation, all we can see is the underlying LUN. We can't see the individual files. In order to perform a single file restore in a SAN environment, we'll use SnapDrive. We'll also use a new feature in Snap Creator 3.6, allowing us to use a custom option to run Snap Creator, applying change info and Domino transaction logs. There's 3 basic steps to this. First, we'll use SnapDrive to mount a snapshot copy within the operating system. We'll follow this up using OS level tools to copy the Domino database from the snapshot copy to a restore directory. We'll then run Snap Creator through the CLI. This has the exact same options as a GUI restore, so you can do a point in time, up to the minute, or selectable point in time restore. And once that's completed, just use your normal workflow. The first thing that we're going to do is utilize SnapDrive for Windows to mount an existing snapshot. This step can be performed either on a central backup server or directly on the server that hosts the agent. Keep in mind, if you perform this step on a central backup server, you will need to copy the file that you restore over to the agent in order for the full restore process to be completed properly. First, we'll open SnapDrive. SnapDrive is available as a plugin on the computer management window. Available under Storage. Select SnapDrive. Expand SnapDrive and expand the physical host name. Then select Disks. This shows you a list of all the volumes currently managed by SnapDrive on this particular host. There are 2 ways to proceed. If you're performing this step on the remote agent server, you would simply expand the volume that contains the snapshot you wish to mount, expand snapshot copies, select the snapshot copy that you wish to restore, right-click, and select Connect Disk. The method that you would use if you're connecting through a central backup server would be to right-click on Disks and then select Connect Disk. This launches the Connect Disk wizard. First thing we need to do is select our storage system name. We can either select that from the drop-down box or simply type it in and add it. This shows us a list of all of the volumes on the storage system. Locate the volume that contains a snapshot copy you wish to mount. Hit the plus sign to expand it, and then expand .snapshot. Locate the snapshot that you wish to mount. The easiest thing to actually do at this stage is copy this snapshot name and save it. Hit the plus next to the name of the snapshot and select the LUN that you wish to mount. Notice you may also have Q trees or other LUNs as well. Once you have that selected, click Next. Choose your LUN type, typically dedicated. Assign a drive letter. Maybe we want to use R for restore. Click Next. Choose your iSCSI initiator or HBA. Next. A management type, typically automatic. Next. And then finally, finish. What this is actually doing is mounting that snapshot copy to the selected mount point, in this case, R. There are 2 possible ways that this can occur, depending on whether or not you have FlexClone enabled. If you do not have a license for FlexClone, this snapshot copy will be mounted as read-only. If you have FlexClone enabled, it will actually create a clone of that snapshot and it will mount it as a readable, writable file system. So if you'll notice in my LUN path, it actually says /vol/sdw_ CL. That indicates that this is actually a clone, so I can read and write to this file system. I'm going to minimize this window, open my Windows Explorer, my computer, and here is my R drive. Domino, data, mail. This is just like my production system, as it is in fact a clone of the snapshot that I took. Now in this instance, I have mounted a snapshot from a different server onto my central backup server. So in order to restore the file, I need to first locate the file I want to restore, in this case C. Johnson, and then I need to transfer that file onto my remote agent. There are several possible methods to do this, but in my environment it's pretty easy. In this case, I'm going to restore to the restore directory that is specified in my config file. So I'll take my C. Johnson file and copy it and paste it onto my remote agent. Now notice that I took this file from the mail subdirectory, so when I placed it on my remote server, I needed to place it back within the mail subdirectory of the restore directory. I know that sounds kind of confusing, but the point is to make sure that the subdirectory structure is the same after the restore path as it was after the data path. With the copy completed, I'm going to close these windows. So now we've mounted our snapshot copy and we've restored our data to the remote agent. The next thing that we need to do is run SnapCreator. Before I do that real quick, I'm going to take a sanity check, log into my SnapCreator GUI, and check my config file. I want to verify that my Domino configuration file is set up with the correct data restore directory, F Domino data restore. It is, but I just wanted to check and be sure. So now we need to run SnapCreator. This particular function of SnapCreator is only available via the command line. We'll change directories to the install location of SnapCreator and the SnapCreator server. The command that we'll run is snapcreator --action custom, indicating that we're going to run the custom action --profile domino, the name of our profile, --config fuji15, the configuration file name, --params, meaning the parameters that we're going to pass, snap name equals the name of the snapshot. If you recall, I had copied and pasted that. Data path is the path to the restored file. Including the file name. Restore type is the type of restore that you wish to perform. If you leave this out, you get a point-in-time restore. The other options are up to the minute or selectable up to the minute. If you choose selectable up to the minute, you will also need to provide a time and date stamp. I'm going to choose up to the minute. And you also have the option to disable replication. If you leave this out, it will default to not disabling the replication. Otherwise, you can include it and set it to yes. When done, hit enter. This command goes out and runs the command on the agent to tell the agent to perform a restore, applying Snap Creator change info, as well as Domino transaction logs, and optionally can disable replication. So this provides all of the features and functionality of Snap Creator in the NFS environment onto a SAN environment. If you feel you'll be doing this often, a helpful tip is to simply save a text file on your Snap Creator server with the command already saved. That way the only fields that you need to update would be the snapshot name and the restore database name. When you've completed your restore operation, don't forget to go back into SnapDrive, locate your mounted snapshot copy, right-click, and select Disconnect Disk. When you finish that, close the computer management window. This completes single file restore with the Snap Creator plugin for Lotus Domino in SAN environments.